How has everyone been? Man, it's been a long winter, but guess what? We have kicked old man winter aside, and man, we're gonna get some videos made and entertain you guys again. See what we can get into. Whew, this seems like it's been forever, but we're here now, so we're gonna start a new one right now. All right, so here we are, finally back. So it's been a long winter. Things were hard to do for us during the winter, and it just became just not good. So here we are back again, and we're going to try and make up for it. So some comments been coming in about the expedition. Really appreciate all that. There will be an update on it here soon. Not exactly sure when, but it'll be very shortly. Give you an update on what's going on with that. Biggest thing today is we're going to put a cold air intake K&N on the Mustang. Yay, it'll give me a little more horsepower. I'm excited about it. Big things coming in the future. I'm not going to reveal them all now, but hopefully some entertaining stuff will be coming. Some other fixes on cars currently, and maybe other ones. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this box so everybody can see that, and we'll move on from there. But just want to remind everybody, if you're new here, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Either way, make sure you like, and if you're new, subscribe, share, and feel free to comment, because we appreciate it all, because we're going to try and grow this thing and really get it going. Had a lot of good momentum, and we want to ride on that. So I appreciate everybody. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part, and let's get this one started. Okay, so here we have our K&N air intake kit. It's got everything that's going to go on here to make this thing just a little bit more speedy. So let's go ahead, cut it open. Would have a box cutter, but no, I can't find it, so we'll just use a razor blade. All the tools I have, can't find a box cutter. Right. So here we are. Oh, wrap paper. Okay. Oh, we got all the stickers and instructions. Oh, now I can put a K&N on the car if I want people to know. Or it could be a sleeper. We got hardware, clamps and stuff. All right. Set that down and put the paper aside. Oh, it just keeps going. Okay. Oh, there's two connectors. Oh, there's the big. Look at that. It's kind of got a carbon fiber look to it. I don't know if it really. I kind of doubt it's really carbon fiber, but it's got that look. All right, ooh, another. Okay. Oh. There's our high flow filter. With our shiny pipe. Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's cool. Big new air box. But all this is going to be housed in. Right on. And that appears to be everything in the box. All right. So first things first, air system. That's normally where your air filter sits at in the Mustang. They use a kind of a rectangular one. This is the air box. This is your flow sensor. And then there's like an evap sensor here, tube here. I forget what this other one is. But anyway, we're going to replace all this because this allegedly, but you know, I tend to believe, restricts the air to our pony here. So we're going to remove all that. And there are spots for all this stuff to plug back in on the new system, and the new system will look a lot more pretty. Also, probably by the end of the video, I'm also gonna like actually take the opportunity to wipe the engine off. It's dusty. Goodness me. Anyway, so let's go from there. Okay, so first things first, this little mass airflow sensor, we need to unplug this. So let's see how this comes out. I believe, you know, there's been a little trick to these little things. Let's see here. It's never easy. I think we might be onto something there. So I pulled out this little red clip that goes underneath this plug, and then you just push in and it boop, it slides out. So there's that. The next thing we want to do is we want to loosen up these clamps. So just like any other normal clamp, you just unscrew it, and then your camera falls. Unscrew it. Yeah. Okay, I think I got this pretty darn loose. And then this one, just another clamp. Get this nice and loose. Right on. Okay. Oh, we've got wiggle. Oh, I think we got movement. I think it wants to twist. It wants to twist. I think we can. Oh, looky there. Ta-da! Our section is out, and we got to unplug these lines because they're going to go into the new portion, but look at there. I am happy to see that our intake is nice and spick and span. Looks good. All right, so now we've got our section over here. I'll take those hoses off of that in a minute, but we got it laying over there. Got our area exposed here. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop that box open. Our sensor. There we are. We have to do something about our wire being mounted to this box since it's coming out. And then our filter has seen better days, but isn't horrible. I actually did the oil change, but I did not change this because I knew I would be doing all of this. So I anticipated that ahead of time. So what we have left is our old box. And once I undo this bolt, it's 10 millimeter, this is gonna pop right out. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure we're going the right direction. All right. That's a long bolt. All right, I think that might be good enough for the ratchet. Yeah, we're good. All right. Look at there. It's out. It's kind of a little dirty in there, although it's better in there than in the motor. It's out. All right. Huh, salt. Yeah, typical. So that's the old box. I'm excited for the new box, right? So now we got a whole open area here. Okay. New box should fit right exactly in this spot. We're gonna make sure that. Also, I think I might take a minute to clean this out and I want to double check on this, because if this thing is not running to like a direct air source, maybe there's something we can do about that. So I'm gonna check on that and then I'll start it back up for you guys. All right, so this is the first thing that goes on. It's one of the sleeves that the pipe's going to fit into. So we're going to put it on the intake here. It just literally twists on. It's rubber. Make sure it's in there all the way. All right, so we start our first attachment hose here. There's going to be a clamp here and a clamp here. This one attaches to the actual intake. You tighten that down. Make sure that you tighten it down over the actual lip and not ahead, because you might pinch the hose. And so the next thing after this, we're going to attach the actual chrome tube. So this is the pipe in here, but I'm thinking that the box would probably be a better idea to start first, but here's our K&N pipe. So let's do the box first, because I think that makes more sense, and then we'll be able to kind of connect them and then start doing our little sensors and hoses. So let's set this down for a minute. Let's pick up this box. Now this box is going to go right in the spot where the old one was, only we got to do a couple things. We took these rubber feet off the old one because they're going to sit down in some little holes right here, as so, like that, because then you've got these boys that go in those, but see, the thing is that they pop in there and it gives us something to screw the box to, is these, okay? So let's go ahead and pop those in like that. There we go. And then we can slide this box into place. Make sure it lines up with the holes. Like so. Okay. All right, we'll get them all lined up and we'll be in business. So I'm gonna tighten down those bolts real quick and then we'll move on. Okay, so this boy here is going to go in here. It's going to go on the other side of here. We got to line the holes up. Take a screw, screw it in. Get it going and nice and started. Get the other one lined up. Okay, come on. I think there we go. I think it started. No surprise, right-handed, so my right hand gets it going better. All right, so that is started. Or not. Okay, no, it fooled me. It did not line up. There. Okay. Being a little stinker. Okay. Now it's lining up. There we go. All right, now we're in business. So we tighten these up, and then we're really going to start seeing some things happen. There we go. Nice and tight. No air leaks, right? That's the whole point, is we want as much flow right into that motor as possible. All right, there we are. So now we have our opening in here. This is going to be what runs between the two. So we got this back boy on here. The next thing is, as you can see, we line this up. There's that end. And then now we gotta run this one on here. Now the narrower end is gonna go on the pipe and the bigger end will go on that side. But the one thing we have to do is we need to make sure that our clamps are already on there, so it'll make our life a little easier. There's our one clamp on one side. Okay, make sure that's good and on there. And then we need the bigger clamp. There's only, okay. We're gonna have to pick them screws up. So the bigger clamp is on, obviously, the bigger side, okay? Make sure they're on there first. Slide them on down. And we're gonna pop it on here. All right, so as I said, the big end goes on here and the smaller end goes on the pipe. So we'll go ahead, slide that on. And then obviously to line up tight, it ain't just going to pop right on. You got to wiggle a little bit and work with it a little bit. To be honest with you, how about we do this side first? There we go. All right. Now we'll get, I didn't expect it to be easy, to be honest with you. I did not. I figured it would take a little bit of work to get it lined up nice and solid. Come on. I didn't anticipate it being easy, but give me a break. We'll try that one again. We'll try this way again. Oh, wait, we might have some success with this way. Oh, shucky-ducky. All right. There it is. Let's tighten up these screws. Oops. I think that one might be at its limit. Nice and tight. All right, and then this one, finally. I'm sure it's all, yeah, it is definitely all the way in there. All right. There we go. Nice and tight. All right. Now we got that pipe installed. Now we get these things put back in here, the hoses, and get that airflow sensor back, filter in, and we're all done. All right, so we put those two hoses on, got them back in place with the adapters. It was fairly easy. Now we're going to put the big boy on. Should just as another screwed clamp. And actually, I'd rather it go this way. And we're going to drop it in here and fit it on the opening like so. And it went on real easy. And then we're just going to tighten this clamp around it and we'll really be in the home stretch. So here we go. Sit still. I should have got a bigger flathead. I recommend a fairly beefy flathead because the thing on here, my screwdriver, keeps slipping off. I thought a sharper point might help, but not really in this situation because the slots in these screws are fairly wide, I guess, so that you're able to use a lot of different size screwdrivers. But this, I would recommend definitely using a bigger screwdriver. It would go a lot quicker. It would stop slipping so much. All right, it is on here. And finally, but not last. Oh no, wait, excuse me. I have to put this sensor back on. All right. Okay, so we put our sensor in. It clicks onto the backside. Note you should put it on before you put the tube on. Makes life a lot easier, trust me. And finally, we get our fancy cover. To seal it shut. There's one. Well, you guys get the idea. I'll finish up the screws here, and then we'll give her a start and see how it sounds. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. Let's go. See what we get. She hummed to life. She had to think about it for a minute. All right, my work is done. Let's give a final thought. Going around the cloverleaf, about to enter the freeway. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Goodness me. So I finished, and as you've seen, I took for a little test drive on the freeway, and we're good. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it was entertaining, and you got to see something good and have a moment. Either way, please, as we said, subscribe if you haven't, like, share, feel free to comment. We're open to it all, but we got lots of things coming, and we appreciate you stopping by. So we'll check you out next time on Switching Lanes.